That's awesome. That's end game right there, baby. That's the end of the game. That's so sick. So I will have to say that the game is a little buggy in a lot of places. Countless times where I've used my battle hammer brew, for example, and because I use it and it doesn't go off, I roll before I actually let it go off. It uses it, but I don't actually get the buff or get the health over time. Same thing has happened with my anvil, so they need to put in some time to work on that because that was kind of annoying. Those things were really annoying. It didn't happen with my usables. Once I press a button to use my usable, and if I were to roll out of the way, it would cancel the action altogether, and I would still have my usable items, which is awesome. When it comes to my ultimate, there had been countless times where I had a full ultimate bar, and then somehow I would like lose a little bit, and I don't know if that's part of the game and I like just missed it, or and like if that's intentional or if it's a bug and like it's not supposed to go away. Also in the last couple of missions there, I've noticed that I've hit a loot chest in some acts, and the items do drop out of the map, so like I can't get them. It's really weird. I might have done an empowered strike. I totally forgot how to do empowered strikes, and I have not done empowered strikes like at all, really, intentionally, I mean, throughout this whole gameplay. I learned about it at the very beginning, and then after that I didn't really like do it because I completely like kind of forgot about it. Other than that though, like there's some glitches with the animations. Like you can hit enemies outside of map zones and then they'll go flying as if they're a Super Smash Brother with high percent or something like that. So a little bit of glitchiness going on there, but all in all the game was super fun. Environments were amazing to traverse. Boss fights were out of this world. And the mechanics were really fun. You had to always be on your toes for, let's say, like 85–90% of the boss fights. They were really polished. Those specific fights were really polished. Nothing weird going on with the boss fights. Just the like original like enemies. And then the cutscenes. The story was like meh, because they kind of could have told it a little better. Because you're kind of just thrown into stuff. But the cutscenes, man, the cutscenes are just primo, dude. They're just out of this world. Great cutscenes, beautiful cutscenes. Environments, beautiful environments. A treat to run through. The boss that I like the best, arguably the best, or the easiest boss to fight, definitely would have been, I think his name is Utrig? This guy right here. Utar. Arguably the easiest fight, but I'm a sucker for like Jotun and Viking lore and like going into like sarcophaguses of like other like Viking-esque things and gaining their power according to like Norse mythology and all that kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for all that. So like that area was probably my favorite, and that boss probably my favorite as well. But arguably the easiest, because like the big guys are so easy to fight. Like they're so... I went into that fight knowing exactly every attack that he was going to do up until he did like 1 or 2 extra attacks that I haven't seen that are unique to him because he's a boss. But I learned those like lickety split, and then after I knew those specific moves, I downed him in the matter of like minutes. Yes, Beholder was really good for looks and for the AI. It was kind of weird because like I ended last night's stream on the Beholder fight, and like I didn't think I was going to be able to go to sleep because like I was shaking because like I was amped up. because like I was fighting him and everything was going really well and I was winning, and then he uses that one ability that one-shots you. And once that happened, like I was like shaking after that happened. I was like, what just happened? So then what I'm doing is I'm like paying attention for that one ability, and then when he does it, I'm jumping off of the middle platform onto one of the side platforms. But like I know how janky the game can be with animations and like hitboxes and stuff like that. So I was like kind of always like shaky and scared, because like even though I jumped off the middle platform, I was like, oh man, there's not gonna be one time where I come in and try and jump off that platform and make it. But thankfully, dude, they did. They polished the hell out of the boss fights, and they were really good. So every time I jumped off the middle platform onto a side platform to dodge that one attack, successfully, I did successfully, which was awesome.